Yo, what's up guys? It's Noah here. And in today's video, I'm going to be talking through a couple MLB props I like for today for Thursday, June the 9th. We do have a decent sized MLB slate on Thursday. We do have some day games today. And in these videos, I'm going to try, for the most part, I'm going to try to avoid taking props in the day games just because I know some of you guys might watch these videos later in the afternoon, maybe later in the night. So I'm going to try and focus on the night games mostly. The three props that I like for today are all coming in the night games, so you'll have plenty of time to get these plays in. But do have some day games today. Maybe on Patreon where I give out additional plays. I'll find some plays I like in those day games that I can share over on Patreon. But for the sake of this video, for the plays I give out in this video, we're going to focus on the games later tonight. But yeah, we'll talk through the three plays that I like for today. We'll share why I like them. As always, we will recap our plays from our last video. And in our last MLB video, we did go 3-0. We got a clean sweep, hit all of our plays. I think it was on Tuesday, I believe, was the last time I made an MLB video, or maybe Monday, I can't remember honestly. But we hit all our plays in our last MLB video, went 3-0, hit the over 17.5 pitching outs for Herman Marquez. And I was sweating that one because that was our last prop that we needed to hit. It was in the late night game. And Marquez, he threw, I want to say he threw like 30 pitches in the first inning. He really had to work just to get through the first inning. His pitch count was not looking good, but he was able to get through 6 innings. He threw like over 100 pitches to get through the 6 innings, and he went over. And then our two strikeout props both hit over 5.5 strikeouts for Tariq Skubal. I think Skubal finished with like 9 strikeouts. He had a really good game against Pittsburgh, and that was random because it was very weird. Skubal got actually scratched from his start. It basically was scratched from his start because of the rain delay. That Pirates-Tigers game was in a rain delay. They decided to not pitch Skubal since it was going to be in a rain delay. And then later, before the game started, they decided, oh wait, we're just going to pitch Skubal. So Skubal wound up pitching, and he pitched really well, had 9 strikeouts, went over easily. And then Kyle Wright got over his K prop as well. I think he finished with 6 or 7 strikeouts. I think he finished with 7, and we needed 6 from him. So good day yesterday, or good day in our last MLB video, and also we had a good day in NBA yesterday. So if you guys tail the NBA plays, went 3-0 in NBA. So last 2 videos we've gone 6-0. We're on back-to-back sweeps now in both NBA and MLB. So hopefully we can keep that rolling today. As always, guys, appreciate you checking out these videos. Hit that like button if you do enjoy. Hit that subscribe button if you have not yet. Also, go check out Prizepicks. Make sure to sign up for Prizepicks and use promo code Noah. Prizepicks will match your first deposit up to $100 when you do sign up with my promo code. And I know this is an MLB video, but it is worth noting that Prizepicks, once again, they continue to do this, continue to run these great promos. Prizepicks is offering a free square for Game 4 of the NBA Finals on Friday night. Basically, they set Jason Tatum's points prop at 0.5. You would take the over on that. It's basically a free pick that you're pretty much guaranteed to win. You just have to find another prop that you like to pair with that. If you want to take my MLB plays in this video, pair that with the promo, the Jason Tatum free square, you could absolutely do that. If you want to wait till Friday and pair my NBA plays that I give out in my video on Friday with the Tatum promo, you can do that. But you definitely need to get over to Prizepicks. They're running all kind of good promos. They're doing a promo right now, a challenge promo where you have to complete a challenge every day. Hopefully you guys are going for those challenges because if you complete all the challenges, you get a free entry to win $5,000. And then you also have this new promo with Jason Tatum's points prop being set at 0.5. Definitely take advantage of that. Take the over, obviously, and then just find some other picks that you like to pair with that. But yeah, let's talk through my MLB B plays for today. And we're going to start off in the pitcher fantasy score category. One pitcher fantasy score that I do like for today, and this pitcher has kind of been struggling lately, but I feel like his projection is a little bit too low especially for the track record of the type of pitcher he is. He's been a good pitcher throughout his 2 to 3 seasons that he's been in the MLB. I like the over 20.5 pitcher fantasy score for Trevor Rogers. And Trevor Rogers, like I said, he has not been pitching that well lately. Over his last 3 starts, he has gotten beat up pretty bad. He's also had some tougher matchups. He had to face the Braves. 2 of his last 3 starts, he's had to face the Braves, who are a very good offense. And then he also, in his last start, had to pitch in Coors Field. And, for those of you that follow the MLB, having to pitch in Colorado in Coors Field is one of the toughest environments to pitch in. It's basically the most hitter-friendly ballpark in the league. It's always been the most hitter-friendly ballpark. So Rogers has had some tough matchups lately, but he's still shown some upside this season. He did have 43 fantasy points against the Brewers earlier this year, had 8 strikeouts, pitched 5 1/3 innings. He's gone over this prop in 4 out of 10 starts. He's gone over 20.5 fantasy score in 4 out of 10 starts. The matchup today against the Nationals is not like the best. Like you would think this Nationals lineup with how like mediocre it is, like you would think it's a pretty good matchup for Rogers, but the Nats have actually been pretty solid against left-handed pitching this season. They actually have the lowest K rate in the league versus lefties. They're only striking out 16.6% versus left-handed pitching. You have batting average, on-base percentage, slugging. They're solid. I mean, they got the 6th best batting average, on-base percentage. They're top 10 in that category as well. In terms of slugging, they're a little bit, I think, a little bit down in slugging. Yeah, like 23rd in slugging. But Washington has been decent this year versus left-handed pitching. They haven't been striking out much. But one thing that really catches my eye, a couple of things I like first. First off, Trevor Rogers is going to be pitching at home here. The Marlins ballpark is a very pitcher-friendly ballpark. It's always been one of the better ballparks to pitch in. It's very big. It's very spacious. And another thing is that the Nationals have just a 3.8 implied run total for today. So Vegas, the sports books, they're kind of expecting the Nationals to not put up many runs here. Now, obviously, just because the Nationals have a 3.8 implied run total, that doesn't mean they're scoring 4 or less runs here. I mean, the Nationals could score 8, 9, 10 runs. Obviously, there's variance when it comes to MLB, but the implied run total for the Nationals does kind of catch my eye. It makes me think that the books are not expecting the Nats to put up many runs here. I think Rogers is getting some respect from the books, and I know Rogers has not pitched that well lately. But like he's got last year and especially the year before that, he had really good stats. In 2020, he had a 30% strikeout rate. In 2021, he had a 28% K rate. His strikeout stuff has not been as good this season. He only has a 19% K rate this year. But there's still a couple things that look solid. Like he's still got good fastball spin rate, ranks 86th percentile in terms of fastball spin. Fastball velocity still very solid. There is a lot of blue, which is not good. Like when you're looking at the percentile rankings, blue is bad and red is good. So there's a lot of blue for Trevor Rogers, which is a concern. But we have a track record of him being a solid pitcher, and I think this 20.5 fantasy score projection is a little bit too low. If Rogers can pitch, if he can get a quality start, he's going to probably go over this prop. Like if he can pitch 6 innings, allow less than 3 runs, that's that's like 22 fantasy score right there, assuming he gets a couple strikeouts. And I think his K prop for today is 4.5. So basically, the books are expecting him to get about 4 to 5 strikeouts. I think his pitching outs prop is like 15.5. So I guess that's something that maybe concerns. Like he hasn't been pitching super deep into games. He's only gone 6 innings or more once this season, but a lot of that's been due to just having to pitch these long innings. He's been getting beat up a little bit. I think this could be a spot where Trevor Rogers is able to pitch 5-6 innings, maybe get a win. Probably get 4, 5, 6, maybe 6 strikeouts. That's probably too many, but maybe 4 to 5 strikeouts. He only gives up maybe a few runs. If he can get a quality start, which is possible, he's got a very good shot at going over this 20.5 pitcher fantasy score. I definitely think this projection is a little bit too low. Even though Rogers has been struggling lately, I don't think he's as bad of a pitcher as we've seen him pitch the last few games. We do have a decent track record, especially the last 2 seasons, of Rogers being a pretty solid pitcher. So I do like his over pitcher fantasy score today at 20.5. And then the other 2 props that I like for today are both going to be strikeout props. We're going to be taking, first off, we're going to be taking Max Fried. Going to be going over 5.5 strikeouts for Max Fried. So love this matchup for Max Fried going up against the Pirates. The Pirates are a team I just continue to pick on. I like taking pitchers against the Pirates. I like looking at pitcher props versus Pittsburgh, strikeouts, pitcher fantasy score, whatever it may be. And I think this K rate for Max Fried, or this K projection, is too low. I think Max Fried's K prop should probably be 6, maybe 6.5. He's gone over this K prop in 4 or I think 5 out of 11 starts this season. He has 6 or more strikeouts and I believe 5 out of 11 starts. Yeah, he's got 3 starts where he had 6 strikeouts, and then he has 2 starts where he's gotten 8 strikeouts. But a lot of the starts where Fried has gone under 5.5 Ks, he's been right at that number. He had a start where he got 5 strikeouts, another start where he got 4, 4, 5, 5, and 4. So he's gotten 4 strikeouts in every single start this season. So now in a good matchup against Pittsburgh, especially with how much Pittsburgh will strike out, I think this is a spot where we can get 6 Ks from Max Fried. If you look at in terms of K rate versus left-handed pitching, Pittsburgh does have the 7th highest K rate versus lefties this season, 23.9%. And Max Fried's got good strikeout stuff in terms of K percentage this season. He's got a 22.1% K rate. He doesn't walk many batters, so he's going to be putting the ball in the zone. It's just going to come down to whether Pittsburgh is getting the ball in play or if they're swinging and missing. And they're going to probably swing and miss, because if you look at chase rate, Max Fried gets a ton of swings and misses, especially outside of the strike zone. He throws a curveball, which he gets a lot of swings and misses on. That curveball, it starts at the middle of the zone, it just drops down into the dirt, and he gets a ton of swings and misses on that curveball. Has a high chase rate, decent fastball velocity. The spin on his curveball is really good. Whip percentage is about average. K rate's about average. But I think when you factor in how good of a matchup this is against the Pirates, I like his chance of getting 6 strikeouts. Pittsburgh is a team I'll continue to pick on. They're just not a good offense. There's a lot of strikeouts in this lineup, a lot of easy outs as well. So I do like this one over 5.5 strikeouts from Max Fried. I was debating taking his over on strikeouts or taking his over on pitcher fantasy score. His pitcher fantasy score prop is a little bit high. It's 39.5. I could still see him hitting that, though, just because I think he will pitch pretty deep into this game. He probably gets a win, should get a quality start. So there's plenty of pass to Fried going over fantasy score and strikeouts, but I do feel a little bit better about the Ks just because I think this 5.5 number is a little bit too low. I think it should be maybe 6, if not 6.5. So I like that one as our second prop for today. And then our third prop, another strikeout one. I'm going to go down to Connor, I hope I'm saying his last name right, Pilkington. I'm not exactly sure, but I like his over 4.5 strikeouts for today. So don't know much about Connor Pilkington. I think he's a new pitcher. I think this is his first league in the first year in the majors, I should say. But he's pitched really well so far for the Guardians. And he's had a very good K rate so far this season. He's got a 29.1% strikeout rate, which does rank very highly. He's got a very high whiff percentage as well. So basically, he's getting a lot of swings and misses, which is something obviously we want to see that when we're betting on a guy getting strikeouts. And this is another spot where it's a really good matchup. The Athletics just they're a team I'm going to continue to pick on. I can't remember who it was, or Kyle Wright. I was on his over case last start against the Athletics, and he went over. The Athletics are just not a good offense, and they do strike out quite a bit. And if you're looking versus left-handed pitching this season, Oakland has the 8th highest K rate, 23.7% strikeout rate this year versus lefties. I'm going to bank on Pilkington being able to get 5 Ks here. He's got a good K rate so far this season. He's in a good matchup against a team that will strike out. And pulling up his game log so far this season, he has made 6 starts so far this season. He's gone over this prop in 2 out of those 6 starts. He had 8 strikeouts in his most recent start against Kansas City, and then he had 6 strikeouts against Toronto. But the other starts he made, those were all out of the bullpen. He only pitched 1 inning against San Francisco, just 2 innings against the Giants again, and then he pitched 2 innings against the Yankees. So he's really only made like 3 starts this season. His last 3 starts, he's thrown 83, 87, and 91 pitches. The 3 starts before that were basically out of the bullpen, so those really weren't even starts. So of his 3 starts that he's made this year, he's gotten 5 strikeouts in 2 of those 3. And the start he did not get 5 strikeouts, he had 4, and that was against the Tigers. So in a good K matchup against a bad team that will strike out, I think Connor Pilkington can get us 5 Ks here. I like the matchup against the Athletics. Going to continue to bet on pitchers going up against Oakland. And I think this K prop for Pilkington looks really good because his strikeout stuff's been good this season. He has a 29% K rate, and we know the Athletics will strike out. So that's what I'm liking for today, guys. Over 20.5 fantasy score for Trevor Rogers, over 5.5 strikeouts for Max Fried, and over 4.5 strikeouts for Connor Pilkington. So that's what I'm liking for today. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. As always, I hope these videos help you guys. If you enjoyed, make sure you hit that like button before you do get out of here. Hit that subscribe button if you have not yet. Again, go check out Prizepicks. Make sure to sign up for Prizepicks and use promo code NOAH. Prizepicks will match your first deposit up to $100 when you do sign up with my promo code. And as we talked about at the beginning of the video, Prizepicks running a nice promo right now. Over 0.5 points for Jason Tatum is a free pick that Prizepicks is giving you. If you want to add that to the 3 MLB plays that I'm on for today, you could obviously do that. If you want to wait until Friday and wait for me to post my NBA video and tell the plays I give out in my NBA video, you could do that as well. But definitely play, the most money you can play. I think the most you can play on this is $25. It's a $25 limit. If you can play $25, I would highly recommend you put $25 on this Tatum promo. You don't have to put $25 all on one entry. You can break it up. You could put $5 on an entry. You could put $5 on another entry. You could do however many entries you want. It's just a max of $25 total that you can have on this promo. But take advantage of stuff like this. Get over to Prizepicks, sign up, make sure to use promo code NOAH, and Prizepicks will match your first deposit up to $100. But that's all that I got for tonight, guys. I wish you the best of luck. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope it did help, and we will see you in the next video. Best of luck, guys. Peace.